Yo, what up, guys? I'm real jammed. I wasn't planning on doing breakdowns for those two little promos that they put out, two little teases, because there weren't too many new clips. I'm going to use one in the video. I'm doing it today or tomorrow. But this new one came out. It's got new footage. It's only a minute long. I've watched the first 35 seconds. I've seen up to Jamie's sword. So I don't know how much of a reaction you're going to get out of me, because the end's probably all just outro April 14th. No, April 14th. But let's do this. Let's see. I'll start from the beginning. And then I'm probably not going to be doing a breakdown on this, so I'll give you my reaction and my breakdown on this video. Oh, here we go. Direwolf Sigil. That's weird. It's the reverse. Is that the reverse colors? No, that's right. Ooh, I like the sound of that. That's related to a video I'm working on right now. Simeon Star Eyes, the Hellhounds. What is this? I had it too small. Couldn't see anything. Wheels, breaking the wheel. Alright, Jamie's hand. That's interesting. I'll touch on that. What is that? Long claw. Looked like the moon behind it. The archway looked like a moon. Oh, that might be symbolism. Like Mother being the moon. Liana. Yeah, so I pretty much saw everything in this trailer. Let me, I didn't see it just now because I had it so small. I thought we saw Arya's sword. When I watched it before pausing it, I thought we saw Arya's sword. Let me look. Ooh, yeah, the hand. I forgot about that, the hand. Yeah, that's a needle right there in the beginning. Okay. Feather. Goshawk feather. I guess a raven feather. Jamie's hand. Touch on that. Okay, so, alright, so I'm not going to break this down, I'll just do it right now. I can't tell if that's a promo, footage that they're just making for it. They called it a tease, though. My understanding is that teases are normally real footage. Probably not. That seems like fake footage. But what's interesting, alright, so we see Jamie's hand there. He loses his hand. You know how we have that theory right now about, Arya losing a hand when she's fighting the mountain, because in a prior trial by Seven, who was at Harry's, what was his name? His name is her name is Ari. His name is Harry. Or his is Harry's Horp, I think. Harry's Horp. Deathhead Harry. Yeah, Deathhead Harry. He lost a hand, but he chucked a battle axe over to his other hand, boom, and took out the guy. Supposedly, it may not have happened. There's different stories about what happened in that trial by Seven. But so we have that theory about Arya doing that right before she shoves a dagger through the face of the mountain. Ooh, that leads me to another point. I guess I'll spoil the video. I'll give you more details in the video, but in the books, I do believe that the mountain lost his head. Qyburn cut off his head. He probably sent it down to Dorne. The red herring is that he used a dwarf's head. People are coming there bringing dwarf's heads to Cersei, trying to gain her favor when they're not Tyrion's head, right? But we think that they took, because it was said to be a really big head. We think that they took off all the skin and sent that head down to Dorne. Oh no, they sent the mountain's head down to Dorne. But the red herring is that the dwarf's head has been put on the mountain. His name's Sir Robert Strong, though. So to me, it'd be most poetic if one of two heads is on his body. King Robert Baratheon or Robb Stark. I have reasons, which I'll get into 2 weeks from now, that I believe Robb Stark's head is on the mountain in the books. So that actually, it's important. And it's important to know that for the show too, because I've been saying for a year now, a year, Arya's going to shove the cat's paw dagger through the face of the mountain, through his visor. Full video on that. In the books, that's going to be her brother's face that she's shoving the dagger through. Oh, can you imagine? As far as the sword needled there, again, I think this is just a promo, but it is interesting. Does she lose the sword? Or does she lose a hand, like Jamie's hand is there? Syrio says, the sword is part of your arm. Can you drop part of your arm? And we've seen Arya drop needle when she was sparring Brienne. So Arya does not necessarily have to lose an arm when she's fighting the mountain, although that would be pretty sick. Takes off the arm as she throws a dagger over. Whoosh, shoves it through his face. What else we got? Okay, Longclaw. There was like a little mound there. I mean, Jon Snow's dying. That's actually a video. I was working on it today. I started to go to like this Game Bowl video. Jon Snow's dying. He's going to have a third death. So you'll see that either tomorrow or the day after. So that's symbolized there by the little mound, the Longclaw. What else is in that video? Yeah, so if that's real footage, it's weird because no one's in Winterfell, right? So that's the big question. Is winter going to fall? It'll fall as in start at Winterfell, but will it fall as in end at Winterfell? I think so. Because, I mean, the Night King, I believe that, I know people say he's not. I think the Night King is the Night's King from the Night Fort. So potentially he heads over there first after he comes around Eastwatch. I don't know. Maybe he hangs out there for a little bit. That used to be his spot. But his main thing is Winterfell, because I believe he was born in the crypts of Winterfell. His name is Jon Snow. He's a bastard. But however, why are they back now? I think they're back now because humans broke the pact. Melisandre burnt weirwood at Storm's End. In fact, the pact basically says, don't burn weirwoods. Don't cut down, don't burn weirwoods. And I believe that the White Walkers were created as they're sort of attached. He had Dragonglass shoved through him while he was at a tree. His life force seems to be tied to the weirwoods. So if you screw with the weirwoods, you're screwing with him. So children don't necessarily need to control him per se. His interests are aligned with theirs in protecting weirwoods. So I think that when Melisandre burnt a weirwood at Storm's End, that was sort of his activation. However, as we know from Mance has been gathering, amassing and uniting the free folk for like 15, 16 years in the show. And he's been doing it for a while in the books too. So obviously that happened before Melisandre came over here and burnt the weirwood. But of course things get tricky because you have visions. The Night King seems to be a green seer. He probably had some vision of her burning a weirwood or maybe even a vision of his end, which would be great because his end is ironically going to be something good. He's not going to bend down. He's not asking them to heal him, but he's going to be healed. Boom. Yeah, I got a lot of videos coming for you. Someone stole my car though, so I gotta get. I'm trying to do a couple easy videos so I can get ahead, so I feel unstressed because I gotta go figure out this thing in my car. Oh yeah, and thank you to all my channel members. 55 Bueller reminded me I threw my donation up to I threw March channel memberships. We threw that over to the GoFundMe, and you'll see I added in my own little GoFundMe on top of that in regards to a challenge to the guy who stole my car. You'll hear more about that soon. All right, I'll talk to you.